Welcome back to Wheel Reverend. When you first approach the Burgman 125, it doesn't really strike you as a traditional scooter. The design language leans heavily on the Maxi-Scooter DNA that Suzuki has been known for in larger capacity Burgmans. That broader stance, the upright and relaxed strutting posture, and the flowing bodywork immediately give you a sense of something more premium than a typical commuter scooter. It's almost like Suzuki wanted to give riders a taste of big scooter luxury at an approachable entry level. The fit and finish is impressive for its class, with attention to small details like the stitched seat, body-integrated windscreen, and carefully contoured panels that look and feel more refined than plain plastic shells. The engine experience is also worth talking about at length. In the standard Burgman 125 you get Suzuki's tried and tested air-cooled single-cylinder mill, tuned for balance between usable power and excellent efficiency. But in the X version, the company has brought in SEP-α circumflex plus-minus technology which makes the scooter feel much more modern. This is the same philosophy Suzuki applies in their larger motorcycles: keep the motor refined, keep emissions low, and keep fuel efficiency high without making the ride feel dull. The result is a smooth 124cc engine that pulls eagerly enough for urban riding. At traffic lights the auto stop-start function does its job quietly. You come to a halt, and within a few seconds the engine cuts out to save fuel. The best part is that restarting doesn't require the usual thud or starter motor sound. It just glides back into life as soon as you twist the throttle, thanks to the silent starter system. In daily traffic, this is a small convenience that adds up to a bigger sense of refinement. Handling is another aspect that Burgman owners often talk about. The scooter feels stable because of its relatively long wheelbase compared to smaller scooters. The 12-inch wheels at the front and rear on the X version give it a planted character over uneven city roads. It soaks up bumps well enough for everyday use while still feeling agile in tight corners and U-turns. Braking is managed with a disc at the front and drum at the rear, supported by the combined braking system. It's not a performance setup, but it is consistent and reassuring for city use. One of the biggest reasons people choose the Burgman over other scooters in this segment is the comfort and practicality. That wide seat makes long commutes less tiring, and the additional footboards allow you to stretch your legs during the ride. The windscreen, although small, actually cuts some wind blast when you're riding at higher speeds on open roads. For pillions, Suzuki has made sure the fold-out aluminum foot pegs give a more natural seating position, and the grab rail at the rear doubles up as a carrier base if you want to mount a top box. Storage solutions really set it apart. Most scooters in the 125cc segment offer modest underseat space, but the Burgman gives you a generous 21.5-litre SEP-α, enough for daily groceries, a backpack, or even some light weekend luggage. Add to that the glovebox with a USB charger, and you're looking at one of the most commuter-friendly scooters out there. Imagine running errands in the city, stopping at the supermarket, plugging your phone in while parked, and then heading off again without worrying about carrying a separate charger. It's those little conveniences that make ownership easier. The digital console deserves a mention too. Instead of cluttering you with information you don't need, it's simple and effective. Speed, fuel level, trip meters, clock, and the eco indicator are all displayed clearly. The eco light itself becomes a subtle motivator to ride more efficiently, which ties in nicely with the whole auto stop-start feature and Suzuki's emphasis on fuel economy. Now, performance numbers might not blow anyone away on paper. Around 8.5 horsepower and 10 Nm of torque may sound modest, but remember, this is a scooter built for ease of use, not racing. In practice, it feels more than adequate for commuting. It gets you off the line quickly, keeps up with traffic without stress, and can cruise comfortably around 80 km/h. That's right in the sweet spot for a city-oriented scooter. What makes it stand out compared to rivals is the sense of sophistication. The Burgman 125 manages to look and feel premium. It offers features you'd normally expect in larger scooters, and it still manages to keep costs approachable. That's why it's a strong choice for young professionals, city commuters, and even older riders who want comfort and reliability wrapped in style. Pricing, as of the latest update, makes it even more compelling. In India, It sits below the 1.2 lakh rupee mark for the X version, which puts it within reach of buyers who want something fancier than an entry-level scooter but don't want to stretch to a 150 or 250cc machine. Internationally, the Burgman Street X often lands in the affordable commuter bracket too, and because of Suzuki's global presence, it gets good after-sales support. In essence, this scooter is about bridging worlds. It gives you Maxi-Scooter looks and feel in a compact, nimble, and efficient package. It respects your wallet with its fuel economy, respects your comfort with its ergonomics, and respects your lifestyle with its modern conveniences. That combination is not common in this price range, and that's why the Burgman has a loyal fan base. So if you're someone who values practicality but doesn't want to compromise on style, if you want everyday usability with a dash of premium feel, and if you want a scooter that not only gets you from A to B but makes the ride more pleasant along the way, the 2025 Suzuki Burgman 125 deserves to be on your radar. It may not be the fastest, and it may not be the cheapest, but it manages to carve out a sweet spot where refinement, comfort, and practicality all meet. And that's the magic of the Burgman 125A. Quietly sophisticated, built for today's cities, and always ready for tomorrow's rides.